The theme of this ride is dread and love.
I don't like it. This is where the dread comes in. This is what the dread's about. Oh. Okay. I parked it.
Some rides are about fitness. Some are about facing what you fear. For me, this one was both. It's the dread and love ride. Recently, I had to give a talk in Emerald, about an hour from Melbourne into Dandenongs. Arriving early, this was my opportunity to ride some hills in preparation for Amy's Gran Fondo in a few weeks. Why dread and love? Well, the night before the ride, and while I was driving there, a nebulous dread began to seep in like a calming mist. And the love? I wasn't feeling it yet. By the end, together, they meant more than I expected. What's your version of dread and love on the bike? Let me know in the comments. Emerald is known as a stop on the Puffing Billy Railway that winds its way through tall forests and across historic timber bridges. What was my plan? To ride around 30 kilometres with over 600 metres of climbing, more climbing than I can get in my local ride. New territory with a few short punchy hills, which is the reason I'm there, to build my climbing fitness. As soon as I opened the car door, wind, cold, the threat of rain, and excuses. I could just do a short flat loop or wait out the time until my talk in a warm cafe. And I did what I've done many times before. I talked myself back into the ride. Just like that, I got on the bike and without hesitating, I took off. It's funny, I dread this part of the ride until I'm in it. Then something takes over. Is it just the mindset to keep going, one foot in front of the other type of thing? Before the ride, my main worry were the hills and the unfamiliar terrain. I used Google Street View to check out quieter roads, all good. I mapped rides on bitumen roads and avoided anything too steep.
First climb for the day. This section heading out is mostly downhill. I don't know why I'm out of the saddle, because I'm just going to kill myself.
Straight away, there was much more traffic than I expected. The shoulder was narrow and I was more focused on the traffic and road condition than easing into a comfortable rhythm. As I was riding in my head, I'd started to create a catalogue of examples for dread love that before now had only been a vague feeling and that I was having to deal with in real time. The examples began piling up. Initially, it was my fear of unknown territory. Now, it's the traffic. Narrow shoulders, unhelpful weather, descents on wet roads. A right turn into Lewis Road, and this is what I'd come for, a well-made, quiet country road.
Finally got off that busy road. It was only 8.5 kilometres. Hopefully this road's a lot quieter. Shouldn't go too fast in case I run into a kangaroo.
Then I hit an unexpected stretch of gravel. This didn't show up in the ride map.
I checked. There wasn't going to be dirt. Just as well I've got the 28mm nearly gravel tyres. So I chickened out on this climb. I'm always worried on a very steep hill that if I can't keep riding, I won't be able to clip out and I'll fall over. I tried to unclip and just rest my foot on the pedal, but I panicked, I think, and then I decided, well, I could try and ride the rest of the way, but it's not worth the risk. There are going to be more hills. I can prove myself on those later.
I've come off the dirt and entered Cardinia Reservoir Park, and maybe this is why I've put up with 10 or 11 kilometres of dread to be on a quiet, safe country road. But that's yet to be proven. The road's opened up. It's way better than I expected. It's magic. This is my happy place. The road's wide and smooth, and I'm riding at a good tempo. I'm too in the moment to record anything as I'm riding. It's a long descent, it's fast and it feels safe, and there's almost no traffic, and I'm loving this. Just me and the bike and the road. The road pitches up gently, there's a rhythm to climbing. It doesn't come easy, but when it does, it's addictive. I do love that bit.
It's quite pretty country. I think it's the unexpected, the unknown about hills that terrifies me. I've ridden Yarra Boulevard a few times and I know what's coming. Here I don't. How long it's going to be, how steep, if it suddenly pinches upwards. But I think I can see the crest of it now.
When I was younger, I never thought about these things. I just rode. Hills were hard, sure, but I never doubted I'd get up them. Now, I overthink everything. Maybe that's part of being older, less strong, less youthful confidence, always assessing my ability, making sure I have strength and energy in reserve. When the views suddenly reveal themselves and you forget the grind. Cardinia Reservoir has been supplying drinking water to Melbourne's southeast since the 70s. It's the water that comes out of my tap at home. But for me as a cyclist, it's all about quiet roads and big views. At the beginning I said that dread and love together would mean more than I expected. I take pride that I face my doubts and ride through them. And yeah, later I look at the ride map, the gradient charts, and I feel good about what I managed. Dread and love aren't contradictory, they're the balance between anxiety and reward that makes a ride like this so satisfying. Want to see how this ends? My final push to Amy's Gran Fondo is coming soon. Subscribe to follow the ride. Cheers until next time.